If you ever get to come to Colombia, you'll fall in love. Because Colombia is a land of contrasts, with cities that never sleep and beaches that seem to come from a dream. However, Colombia is a paradise sadly tarnished with a history of violence and blood, to which the terrorist organization Farc have contributed a substantial amount. One of the most touching pictures of this tragedy, and that spanned the globe, was that of former presidential candidate Ingrid Betancourt, kidnapped several years ago. The 4th of February of 2008 saw the biggest and most significant protest against Farc, possibly one of the biggest in history, because people from Colombia and many other countries of the world joined to walk against this organization and, of course, against kidnapping. We conform a group of Colombians solidary with peace, which reunited exclusively for the march, with the objective of giving more diffusion to the Colombian dream of reaching peace. A message was divided into 3 stages. First, before the march, we chained Colombians to the bus shelter billboards in a representation similar to that seen on the proof of survival videos of those kidnapped. Peasants, military and a woman with looks and clothing similar to those of former presidential candidate Ingrid Betancourt surprised passers-by while being chained to a poster that read, "Go outside and march against Farc, because you can." Reactions were swift. People took photos, cried and even applauded the initiative. The ad also attracted the attention of the TV news shows and other media that walked by. The impact was immense and much more broadcasted than we hoped for. Second, during the march. We knew that during the march the streets would be flooded with placards and messages related to the cause, addressed to Farc, the government and the international community. That is why we wanted to create a message addressed to God, asking Him to free Colombia of this terrible ordeal. To achieve this, we made a billboard that had a special characteristic. It could only be read from the heavens. We constructed a gigantic billboard with recycled material, which was 200 meters long and weighed 1,000 kilos, which showed the following message: Lord Almighty, liberate Colombia from kidnapping and terrorism of Farc. Due to its size and weight, it had to be lifted by more than 500 people that joined to carry the message through the streets of the capital of Colombia. TV news shows broadcasting the march from the air showcased the message that ended being shown in the most important news programs of the country, in international press and even on the internet. In the end, it covered the entire globe. Third, after the march. We wanted the positive feeling that the protest left lingering be sealed forever with a claim to victory that aired with a low production cost TV commercial. We managed that the main channels of the country air the commercial at zero cost as a voluntary contribution, and in this way we were able to have more than half an hour of prime time exposure with a minute-long commercial. Now we share with you this case, because we want the message of this march to continue to go around the world.